Hi scientists, my name is Mariana and I'm with Scientific Adventures for Girls. Today we're going to be a botanist, which is a type of scientist that studies plants. We'll be using leaves to make leaf rubbings on paper and create our own scientific journal. Scientists use scientific journals to record data and even draw pictures and graphs. Our journals will have some data or information about the leaves that we find. To make leaf rubbings journals or leaf rubbings artwork, you'll just need a few simple materials.
To make the journal, you'll need paper, scissors, a stapler, and a pen, pencil, or colored pencils. You'll also need crayons without their wrappers, a ruler, and a hard surface such as a clipboard, hardback book, or a smooth, flat table. And of course, you'll need leaves. I've found that thicker leaves that are a little bit dried up work best. Try looking for leaves on the ground that have already fallen off. That way, you're also not hurting the plant by picking off fresh leaves.
The first step to making a leaf rubbings journal is to make your pages. So you can get some paper. It can be either white blank paper or even lined paper is okay. And choose what size journal you'd like. You can do a half-page journal, or maybe you want to make a really tiny one that's easy to carry around, which is a quarter page. So I have some white paper here. It's actually scrap paper, so it's colored on the other side, and I'm just going to use the front part of it and start cutting out pages.
I made 4 small journal pages by cutting a piece of paper into 4 equal pieces. I made a cover for my journal by cutting a piece of paper in half and folding it in half so my journal pages could be tucked inside. After you make your journal pages and cover, you can decorate your cover. Make sure you put your name on it. I also left a blank spot on the cover so I could make a leaf rubbing on it later. If you'd like, you can also put page numbers on each page of your journal. First, I want to show you how to make a leaf rubbing. Get the leaf of your choice and place it flat in between the hard flat surface and your piece of paper, with the blank side facing up. Make sure one hand holds down the paper and leaf so it doesn't move. Then, get the crayon of your choice with the paper wrapper removed and rub the long edge back and forth against the leaf. Soon, you should see the outline of the leaf show up along with the veins of the leaf. This might take a few tries to get the technique down, so make sure you practice.
Now that I have the pages of my scientific journal ready, I'm ready to go outside and start collecting some leaves. So I'm going to bring my journal with me along with some other materials. So I have my journal. I'm going to have, I don't have a clipboard, so I'm just going to use this book because it's nice and hard. You can also use a binder or just something really sturdy that you can do your leaf rubbings against. I also, of course, am going to have my crayons. And these crayons have the wrapping peeled off, so they're going to be easy to do the leaf rubbings on. And I want to collect some data as well, so of course I'm going to bring a pen and pencil and a ruler because I want to take some measurements of the leaves. I can also do this when I get back because I'll have the leaf rubbing and I can measure the leaf. And now with all these materials ready, I'm ready to go outside and start collecting some leaves.
So I'm at the park that's near my house, and I found this tree that had some leaves that fell down, and they're pretty good size, and they'll fit nicely into my journal. So I have page 1 of my journal, and since this is going to be a scientific journal, I need some information on the page. So I'm going to put today's date as the first thing I'm going to write down. And now I'm going to start my leaf rubbing. So I put the leaf behind my paper and then put it on my clipboard or my book. Choose a color crayon. And with the long side of the color crayon, I'm going to just firmly wipe it across the leaf. Back and forth and making sure that I get the middle and the edges. And try not to have the leaf move around. There we go. And now this page is ready to have some information on it as well. So since I still have the leaf in front of me and I have my ruler, I'm going to do some measurements, and I will measure how long this leaf is. So according to my ruler, it's about 4 inches long. So I can write on my paper 4 inches long. And since I'm sitting down next to the tree, I can write down any other information that I see. Here's a list of data that you can record in your journal about your plant, even if you don't know the name of the plant. Make sure to write down the color of the leaf. Is the color of the front different from the back? You can use a ruler or measuring tape to measure the length of the leaf. Where is the plant located? In your yard, at a park, or a neighbor's yard? Do you see any evidence of animals or insects eating your plant? Do you see any flowers or fruits on your plant? What color are they? How many do you see? All of this information is great data to record in a scientific journal. Can you think of any other information that you would want to record? Here are some examples of pages from my scientific journals. What data do you notice? You can also use a page in your journal to compare leaves from 2 different plants, like this one. You can use leaf rubbings to make some artwork as well. You can make a design on the border of a piece of paper to write a letter, or even design a thank you card with them. What other ideas can you think of?
Thanks so much for joining me, scientists, and I hope you enjoy making your journal and artwork with your leaf rubbings.